Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. In the morning, I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. I know we were live last night, but I had this time free this morning, so I thought, why not do a deadline stream? Thank you all for joining. Anyone who's in here already, I appreciate it a lot. I know there are a lot of FPL streams that take place at this point on a deadline on before the stream. So yeah, very much appreciated that you guys have chosen me to come and watch. You know what I have to say, the fact that I've now tuned the intro so that it the song ends when it gets to 100% is so satisfying. Don't know if you guys noticed it before, it would like keep going after it got to 100%, but now it's like it stops at this, like finishes at the same time, which is just great. Just a small thing, but very much enjoy it. Good morning, guys. Say hello in the chat if you are here. I've seen a few of you in there already on the chat just below me as well. But yeah, say hello. I will get to all of your questions at some point in just a minute. I do still have transfers to be made myself. Holding and Saka are still both in my team. So I need to decide whether I'm going with Kufal or whether I'm going with Soucek, which route I'm going out of those two. And then there is a slight chance that my captaincy moves from De Bruyne onto Salah, but we'll talk about that. It's just the rotation threat that there is for De Bruyne, which there isn't for Salah due to his long rest. But we'll get onto that. So who have we got? Jack, Kartik, Mohammed, Samuli, James, Mark, Nuclear, Manav, Cooper, Swap, Ayush, Off Bylar. Who else we got? Akash, Kieran, Thor, Henry, Harris, 913, Iman, Shake. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Yeah, for any of you guys who tuned in last night, it was a pretty mental one. I have to admit, it was a pretty big stream. I don't quite know what happened. I ended it and it was a bit like, wow. But yeah, just appreciate it all so much if you came and tuned in. But let's answer a few of your questions, which is why you guys are here. So, thoughts on Vardy? I like him a lot. If I had him, I'd potentially captain him. So yeah, I like Vardy as an option a lot. Can't you do both Kufal and Souček? No, because I'm not. I got unless I bench Bamford, but it's for a -4, and I don't think either of them are necessarily going to outscore Bamford by 4 points. So I'm not going to bench Bamford. Yeah, I'd be keeping Bamford. So it's either Holding or Saka that starts. So yeah, I then need to make a decision on which formation I go with, depending on whether I bring in Kufal or I bring in Souček. Yes, sorry Nuclear, what do you say? Is it best to save the bench boost or take a hit to use it now? If it's one hit, I probably wouldn't use that, because that one game for Southampton, if you don't get a clean sheet away at Leicester, then it's not worth it. I'd probably save your bench boost on Nuclear on that, unless you're going to take several hits. But I just I'd wait on that, to be honest. Hi Harry, you got triple captain bench boost and 3 hit chips left still. I'm worrying is that whether to use my triple captain bench boost on the later game weeks. You can. There'll be enough double game weeks. Double game week 26 will be a big double game week, which is when I plan to use my bench boost. And there'll be other double game weeks that Spurs have and other teams potentially have, where I will plan on using my triple captain, probably on Harry Kane. Already done Kane to Vardy. Do I think any of Maddison, Foden, Cancelo out score Bamford on him? I probably wouldn't do that for a -4. I'd just play Bamford. I still think a lot of people are going to own Bamford, because if we look at the stats and we look at transfers, we go Leeds. Bamford has still had 300,000 transfers in. 100%. He still had ownership go up. His ownership is still high, so I wouldn't worry about selling Bamford. His ownership is still going to be very high. Bench Bamford or Lewis. Lewis. You went with Antonio over Watkins. If I'd have made my transfers, I probably would have done the same. I brought in Watkins last week, so I wanted him for the blank. He ended up not playing, but I went with him for that. I'm still happy with him as an option. We just don't know if he's going to be fit to play, which is why I'm quite happy that I've got either Saka or Holding on my bench. So I've got one of them to come in. But Vardy or Bruno captain? Vardy, because Bruno's on 4 yellow cards. If Bruno picks up a yellow card in that Liverpool game, which I kind of think feels about 50-50 chance, then he'll miss the next game. Cresswell for Zuma for a -4. Probably not. He's got to keep 2 clean sheets then for it to be worth it, probably. Henry asks, hi Harry, I think you should go Kufal, captain Salah or Vardy. Probably Salah for me. Son and Kane to Salah and Antonio. Son and Kane to Salah and Antonio. I don't necessarily like selling Son and Kane. That will probably pay off this week. You'll probably score more points this week, but long term, having no Son and Kane could be a real dampener, especially with the amount of double game weeks they're going to have coming up. Chance of KDB being rested, I'd give it about a 25% chance. If I was triple captaining, I wouldn't triple captain De Bruyne. That 25% chance feels too high for me to triple captain, but low enough for me to captain him, if that makes sense. I don't want to risk blowing my triple captain on a player who's got a 25% chance of being rotated, but I don't mind putting my captaincy on a player who's got 25% chance, especially with the fixtures. I also think De Bruyne will be the most captain player around my rank. Sort of in the top 100k, I expect him to be the most captain player this week, the highest owned individual player, because of those fixtures, which is probably why I'm going to go that. Yeah, there could be other lot of double game weeks. 26. If you guys are not playing your bench boost or aren't sure about it, if you still have your wildcarding in game week 25, bench boosting in game week 26 is a real possibility. Going without Salah for the next few weeks is not something I'd particularly want to do, but it's possible. Their form isn't particularly amazing. Still not made my changes, nor have I. Son, Kane to Rashford, Vardy for -4. A lot of this selling double Spurs, and I just can't back it long term. It might work out this week, but long term I can't say yes. Cancelo or Diaz for Konza. If you're not wildcarding anytime soon, Cancelo is the Man City defender to buy. Definitely. Cresswell captain today feels fun. Good luck with that word. I haven't actually looked at when the fixtures are. Wolves, West Brom, early game. Okay, no one's going to own anything in that. Leeds, Brighton, there'll be ownership in that. West Ham, Burnley, Fulham, Chelsea. My ownership today is very low. I've got one Chelsea player. I will have one West Ham player. And I'll have one Leeds. I'll have 3 players today and that's it. Tomorrow I have a lot. Monday I have none. Tuesday, yeah. Saiss, Dallas, Bamford on bench boost. Yeah, I would bench boost that, yeah. Salah or Vardy. The thing is, look at the players on your bench. As I've said a few times, it's 16 points is tend to be what I have the benchmark at. That would be 4 players on your bench. 4 players on your bench, all playing twice in a double game week and all scoring 2 points. So that's 16. So if you think it's going to score return an investment of 16. So if you're taking a -8, it needs to score 24. So 16 points tends to be what I aim for net on a bench boost. You only have 2 players today. Yeah. First day is actually not pretty dull. Do I think -8 for a good bench boost? McCarthy, Dallas, Shaw or stay -4, Neco Williams. Well, I'd take a -4 to sell Neco Williams if you're going to bench boost. But if it changes the plan to whether you bench boost or not, then that's worth considering. Triple captain Souček, no. How long do I have to make my transfers? 45 minutes. Okay. Livermore treble captain. No. Is this my final team? No. So I've got 1 free transfer to make. So yeah, if I'd play Rafinha, Matty. Am I using any of my chips? So no, I'm actually rolling. I haven't used any of them. I didn't use free hit last week. I feel like everyone's been so excited. You know, free hit last week, bench boost this week, triple captain this week. And there's me sat here playing nothing. Like, still got my second wild card, still got my free hit, still got my triple captain, and still got my bench boost. I'm sat here just like, all right, well, blank game week. I put out 7 players, got a red arrow. Double game week. I'm going to put out 10 double game week players. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Guys, we have 45 minutes. If you are enjoying the stream, as always, please hit that like button. Right now, 80 of you guys watching and only 20 likes. So if you guys could just help me out a little bit and smash that like button, I would appreciate it a lot. Just hit that like button. Thank you very much. Same here. All chip. I think I'm going to go out the cup this week. My opponent is set up basically to play his bench boost, so I think it's unlikely that I beat someone this week who's playing their bench boost. But I don't understand people who let the FPL Cup affect their transfer decisions. Like, do you really play a chip because you think your opponent's going to play one? Do you really bring in a player? You're not going to win the FPL Cup. Realistically, we're not going to win it. So it's like winning the lottery. Slightly easier, but what will be with it when I go out? I'll go out. It means absolutely nothing to me. If I go through, it's a bit of fun. I'm happy when I go through, but it doesn't change at all how I play. But you're not you're not going to win it though, are you? But who am I bringing in right now? So let me have a look a little bit at my transfers. So I got 1 free transfer. 0.3 in the bank. Sorry, I think I just hit the mic. If you had a large thump there, I do apologise. Let me move that away slightly. For any of you who haven't seen, Oh, this is going to be really bad. I'm going to mute myself and then I can show you it because I don't want it to... I do have a little bit of a mic, which is, nice, investing in all that. Yeah, 45 likes, appreciate it. So yeah, the transfers is either going to be Holding or Saka out, and it's Kufal and Soucek are the two players that I'm considering. I can't do both. So anyone saying do both, I can't. I don't want to do both either because I don't have enough space in my starting lineup to do it. So it's which of those two players do I think I want now and in the future. If I look forward in terms of fixture rotators for the three players that I plan on having in my bench, so Arsenal, where are they? Crystal Palace and West Ham. It depends when I'm going to bench boost. When I'm going to I'm going to wildcard. Arsenal players get in my team virtually never. West Ham, and then I play my Crystal Palace player a bit as well. So I play Mitchell in there quite a lot. So it's whether I have Kufal and Saka or Holding and Soucek. Kufal for you. Let me know what you would go with, guys. I'm interested in what you'd choose. Martial playing. I think he's probably only likely to play one game. Mendy or Fabianski. I'd go Fabianski. -8 for a bench boost. If you think it will score 24 points, then yeah. Should you bench boost McCarthy, Dallas, Rafinha and Bamford? I probably would do that. Those Leeds guys are good. Hey man, only found your channel recently, but really enjoying the content. Appreciate it. Thank you, Simon. Thinking of triple captaining KDB this week. Is there any reason I shouldn't? Is the potential rest? Is it? Yeah, the potential rest. Would I play Holding or Dallas? I'd play Dallas, the attacking threat. If you don't think that rotation threat is there, then there's no reason to be worried. It's a good pick. But Antonio triple captain, no. Just you don't know who's going to play, and there's better picks. Anyway, Soucek, just as I would most likely hold him longer than Kufal. Go Kufal. It's just the rotation is really nice between the three teams because I've got Mitchell, I've got Saka or Holding, and then I've got my West Ham player. It's just that, I mean, realistically, I'm playing my Mitchell more often than the rest of them. It's just in these three games, Gameweek 19, 20, and 23, who I'd prefer to have. Is there we can look at the in those 3 game weeks. What were they? Salah or Vardy for captain. Salah probably for me. What were the game weeks? 19, 20, 23. Cool. Let's search West Ham. We'll take out forwards. We'll take out goalkeepers. Here they are. So Kufal's predicted more this week. 20 even. 23 even. So it favours Kufal a bit more. It's a tight one. I kind of favour Kufal a little bit. Do I think Antonio will outscore Dawson? Yeah, I'd back Antonio in that situation. Yeah, I'd definitely choose Antonio. Sorry, guys. Let's get back to some of your questions. Just took a -12, doubled up on City defence, a clean sheet, and the -12 is repaid. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it depends who you sold, but yeah. Morning. I am good, thank you, Min. Appreciate it. Thanks for asking. Transferred Basuma for Smith Rowe. That's a good move. Long term, that's a good transfer. Even off the bench, you've got just as much potential for Smith Rowe to return as for Basuma to get anything. So yeah, I like those transfers. Always Kufal, but Soucek will take the points. Any ideas if Lascelles will play? Haven't. Let's have a look. Predicted lineup thread on Twitter for you guys. Go and check it out if you haven't already. I need to retweet it actually this morning. Lascelles is predicted to start. So yeah, make of that what you will, but Lascelles is predicted to start. Morning Sponge. I have to bench one. Wilson, Lookman. I'd bench Lookman. He's a good option, but he's not better than the other two. Should I have 3 West Ham defenders? Triple up is probably not what you want long term. So I probably wouldn't do it just after this game week. I just like Saka more to sit on first bench every week. Just like him to... Yeah. I think I'm going to go Kufal, but Antonio will be rotated. Not in the double game week, I don't think. I just don't see it. There's a lot of talk about this other striker, but Vardy or KDB for captain? KDB for me. Yeah, Kufal, his attacking threat isn't that high, but he gets bonus points. Like, he sits very high on the bonus point rating. So, yeah, if I go and add them in, if you guys are interested in this is Fantasy Football Hub. There's a link in the description which will give you 15% off signing up from just £1.70 a month. Who's the other one? Southcheck. Sorry, you guys are here for your questions. Holding or Bamford to play this week? Bamford. Should I sell McCarthy for a double game week? No, I wouldn't sell McCarthy worth a -4. When do I see using my triple captain? In probably one of the matches that Spurs have a double game week. It will probably end up on Harry Kane. Bench Watkins or Bamford? I'd bench Bamford, but there's a chance that, Watkins doesn't get any minutes. In the FPL show, Lee or San Antonio could be rested. He could play striker. He could, but you've got to take that risk. If you've got him, then you play him, don't you? So, odds on Dean Garner scoring today. I mean, could do. I wouldn't be bringing him in, but am I using bench boost? No. If you look at my bench, it's Mitchell away at Man City. Brewster's got Spurs. Forster, who doesn't play, and Saka. So no. Would I bench boost with Johnson, Dallas, Anguissa and Adams? I'd be tempted to do Anguissa to someone who doubles and then potentially, but not with that bench. I would not play my bench boost. Hi, Mr. Mills. Thinking about Son and Adams out for Foden and Timo Werner. I cannot endorse buying Timo Werner and Phil Foden. Nope. Adams to a cheap double game week striker. All you need to do with that. Captain Kane or KDB? KDB, definitely. Even if he gets half a game in one, it's still double game week. Meslier, Dallas, Bamford, Necker, Williams, bench boost. That Necker Williams isn't going to get on the pitch, so no. Play Matt Target or Dallas? Probably Target. Yeah, Antonio won't play 90 minutes in both games. I'm pretty sure of that. He might get rotated a little bit. In terms of being rested, 60, 70 minutes, he might come off. But, yeah. Anguissa does double with Chelsea and United. So does Johnson and Dallas. Yeah. But Anguissa's, what's he going to return? Like 2 or 3 points? Like 3 or 4 points? Great. But Anguissa doubling is nothing. It's a moot point. If anyone watches Friends, I might understand that. But is De Bruyne an essential? Not necessarily an essential, but I wouldn't want to be going into the game week without him. Take -4 for Watkins. I wouldn't be selling Watkins for -4, no. Diaz and Holding or Zuma and Dallas. Diaz and Holding or Zuma and Dallas. Diaz option. I'm just trying to see if there's any news this morning because Aston Villa are meant to be returning to training this morning. So I'm trying to see if there's any sort of snippets of information. But I cannot see any at the moment for you guys. I will keep you updated. Moo point. Wilson and Antonio was my transfer. Ooh, I will not. If it's for free, then fine. I'm not particularly sure selling Wilson before he now has a double game week is what I do. But yeah, already on a Leeds and West Ham triple up. Any suggestions for an Adams replacement? You've already got a West Ham and Leeds Watkins, but he's risky, doesn't play. But Wilson, if you got enough cash. it's tough apart from that. I don't know how much money you've got in the bank. Play Dallas or get Stones for a -8. But it's not going to be a -8. That transfer will be a -4, but I wouldn't do that. If you've got your free hit, you've probably got a West Ham defender in there, right? If you've got a West Ham defender, where would I go next? Make sure you got Man City defence covered. Maybe Martinez in goal. Maybe you go... It's not great for defensive. If it's Man City, I'd probably double up on Man City defence and I'd double up on West Ham defence. So I'd go maybe Edison, Cancelo, and then Ogbonna, Kufal, or Cresswell, Kufal, or something like that. What other American sitcoms do I find? I watched a lot actually at uni. You don't get, when you have a TV at uni, you don't get much channels, and like E4 was one of them. So I had, I watched things like, I watched a lot of Friends, but I watched that before. Big Bang Theory, How I Met Your Mother, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now that is a top class show. Hi Maz, morning. How are you all? Is El Ghazi? Who are you guys captaining as well? Put in the comments who you are captaining, because I am currently on De Bruyne. I am tempted to move to Salah, but at the moment it is De Bruyne that I am captaining. Put your captaincy shout in the comments. Maddison or Jason Mount? Maddison, definitely. KDB, Captain Salah or Cresswell? Salah. KDB, Salah, KDB. It's pretty split. KDB, Salah. Carl says Mane. Ayush says KDB. Interesting. It's pretty split. Jack, KDB. Chester, KDB. Samuel, KDB. Ed, KDB. Akash, okay, KDB, Salah. It's pretty split between them. Cool. You're going with the explosive one. Is that Salah? Does it worth bench boost McCarthy, Dallas, Bamford? I don't know. I kind of want to move it onto Salah. I don't know. I love captaining Salah. He's had a 12-day break. Oh. Should I sell Kane, DCL, and Mendy for Antonio? I want to move on to Salah. KDB will definitely get a return. Yeah, but chances he does play Burnley though. McCarthy to Areola for -4. No. I wouldn't do that. I know, but if you look at his returns, okay, they were away and away, but West United. I don't know. Triple captain KDB. No, I wouldn't triple captain him. I think the risk of him being rotated is too high for me to risk my triple captain on him. Salah, because he will start games, plus Ole might start Lindelof. And Guisa to Southgate for a -4. Yeah, I would do that. Fernandez to KDB. No. Just send my team on Twitter. I probably won't have chance to have a look before the deadline. Captain Salah, he has 2 home games. Right, I think I need to... How long have I got? I've only got half an hour. I need to... Will Charlie Taylor play? I think unlikely. Martial fit, probably play 1 game. Do Holding, Son to Chilwell, Salah and Antonio. Holding, Son, Chilwell, Salah, Antonio. I'd prefer a City defender in there than Chilwell. Start Martinez or Johnson. Martinez. Leah's hoping that Klopp will make the players bounce back from the recent performance. Right, I'm going to decide on my transfers first, and then we'll get to captaincy in a minute. Is El Ghazi a good option after returning Barkley? I'd want to wait and see how they set up with everyone fit again, and I wouldn't be bringing in any of them until we know who is available after their outbreak last week. So I wouldn't be going in on that yet. How do I think this would be a good free hit team? Johnson, I probably wouldn't go Johnson in goal to start with. Southgate, you've got Antonio in there. Johnson, actually, looking at who else you've got, is not a bad goalkeeper. I'd potentially go De Gea. But yeah. Hi, Lucas, you already asked that. Does it worth a bench boost McCarthy, Dallas? Yeah, probably. Bench boost with Bamford, Dallas, McCarthy, yes. A lot of you with Leeds, Southampton players, I'd probably still play your bench boost. I'd probably still do it. Ideal bench boost team, I mean, this could take a long time. I'm not going to go through that because you can't free hit and bench boost. So, is Trent captaincy way too ballsy? Yes, too much. He's a differential on his own. You don't need to be throwing captaincy on him. He's differential. No one owns him really anyway. Do I think that Rashford could earn a lot in the future? Wanted to add Bruno in my mid with Son, Salah, Souček, but maybe I could save some. I wouldn't skimp on Bruno. I wouldn't be looking to downgrade and go Rashford over Bruno. A -8's worth it. Depends who's coming in and who's going. Rashford's your captain. Fair enough. Have you decided the captaincy yet? No, I haven't. I'm going to do my transfer first. Adams and Dallas to Davis and Cancelo, or just Adams to Watkins. If it's not for a hit, then I would do the Cancelo one. If it's for a hit, then no, I'd just do the second one. Salah to KDB. No. Wouldn't be selling them. -8 for DCL, Grealish, Trent to KDB, Stones. No, I just do DCL to Antonio. Diaz or Cancelo. Long term, if you're not wildcarding anytime soon, then Cancelo. We have 25 minutes, guys. Do I think KDB to... I don't think Reece James will play both games. If you're selling KWP, just go West Ham. Cool. So I'll just take a breather. 100 of you guys watching. So if you are new, please hit the subscribe button. There'll be a little ping on stream notification. I'll give you a little shout out if you do subscribe while I'm live. Also hit that like button as well. 57 likes, 100 of you guys watching. Nuclear, in terms of... So please just do that while I talk through my transfer plans. So I'm either selling... So I currently have Holding and Saka in here. I'm going to sell one of them to bring in a West Ham player. It's either Saka to Souček or it's Holding to Kufal. If I do Holding to Kufal, I'll be playing a 4-4-2. If not, I'll play a 3-5-2 with Souček in my midfield. But yeah, that's the plan. Perfect. Just like that. Somen, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. Anyone else who wants to come and subscribe and join, please feel free to do so. There'll be a little ping that looks a little bit like that. Diaz or for... Oh, he's got it again. Diaz for Regulion for -4. No, I probably wouldn't do that. Opinion on your bench boost team. Martinez, De Gea, yeah, nice. Yeah, team looks really good actually. Double Arsenal mids isn't ideal, but yeah. I haven't thought about my transfer plans for the next few game weeks because my team doesn't need them because I haven't focused too much on the blanks and doubles. So I don't think that my team necessarily needs long-term plans at the moment. And with Mitchell coming back, and with this extra transfer, it'll give me a really nice sort of rotating trio here. But I just don't know what to do. Let me add the others in as well. Saka, Holding. Have a look at a few of their stats. Diaz in for Regulion, out for -4. No, I said I wouldn't do that. Let's all captain Salah. Oh, I've got to decide that as well. Right. Kufal sits way bottom for expected points, but that's because they've had tough fixtures. Salah all the way. Get Kufal in clean sheet and assists, but really had Souček's had a higher expected assists than him. If we go throughout the season per start, Kufal's assists are slightly higher, expected assists slightly lower, his expected goals is much lower, his shots much lower. The thing is, Kufal is likely to return Kufal is more likely to return me the 6-6-6s, but Souček can return 2 like 11. Which player do I want? Do I want a player who's going to return me 2, 6 and 6, or a player who's going to return me 2, 2 and 11? I mean, it doesn't make much difference. They'll come out in the wash, won't they? Just do holding to Kufal. Yeah. Gaeta, you prefer consistency. Yeah. Crosses, Kufal, whacking them in. 4 crosses a game. You have Bamford, Rodrigo and Dallas all bench boosting. No, I don't think that's a... Sorry, Charlie. Where's your question? Gaeta, Loughton, Chilwell, Justin Kufal, bench still, and me. 1 free transfer. Thought you're not actually tagging me, which is why, I don't pay attention to tagged comments anyway, but you're not actually tagging me because it's spelled with a Z, not an S. 1 free transfer. Loughton, Chilwell, Justin Kufal. So I'd probably do DCL to potentially Wilson or Antonio and bench Loughton is what I'd go with. In there. That would be what I'd probably do. Right, I need to decide on my team. Just get Souček, mate. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do I think Souček's going to score in the double game week? West Brom concede a lot from headed chances. I think Kufal. I think I'm going to do it. I back Saka. I like Saka a lot. Having Saka on my bench is a big bonus for me. So I'm going with Kufal. I'm going to just do it now. Holding to Kufal for free. Should triple captain KDB? No. Just going to go and do this right now. Mitchell, Dallas, Rafinha and McCarthy should you bench boost. That's really borderline. I probably wouldn't. Kufal more attacking than holding, whereas Souček not yet. Right. Play for it. Confirm. Get him in there. There we go. Team set up nicely now. It's done. Is Kane, DCL and Mendy out for KDB and Kane, DCL, Mendy out? Yeah, I like those. Yeah. Can you go anyone instead of Rodrigo? It would be my only suggestion. Play McCarthy or Johnson. I would play Johnson. Double game week. You've got to back a double game week. If it's a tight decision, just back the double game week player. Free hit essentials. Double Man City defence. De Bruyne, Salah, a Liverpool defender, West Ham defender, and then Souček or Antonio. Something that looks like that. So yeah, that's my team. No hits taken. No bench boost, no triple captain, nothing very exciting from me this week, I have to admit, but let me zoom in a little bit. Can you see that better? There you go. Watkins out for United defender and play 4-4-2. I mean, I wouldn't do that. It depends if it's for a hit or not, but I still wouldn't do that, no. Why not triple captain KDB? I think the risk of him being rotated is too high for me to put my triple captain on. There are still 19 game weeks left. There will be a handful of double game weeks. There'll probably be 4 or 5 double game weeks in that. There's enough time. If we have a look at... I don't know how to get it on here, is the annoying thing. Actually, I might be able to. If I go fixtures. No, it doesn't give you the postponed ones like you can on the app. Like you can, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it. There are these 6 fixtures. I don't know how I'm going to. Right, let me DM this to someone and I'll pull it up on screen so I can show you what double game weeks there is still going to be. We know for sure. So let me just go and put it there. If anyone's in that group chat, they're going to wonder what on earth is going on. So these are all the double game weeks. So we've got 7 games still to be scheduled in. If we look at them, Spurs have got 2 in there, with Villa and Fulham particularly. Man City have got 2 in there. Leeds, Southampton have got 1. Southampton have got 2. There are going to be plenty of double game weeks to come. This is without the matches in Game Week 29 being postponed as well. So there's definitely potential for another good double game week. So I'm not rushing and putting it on KDB when I think there's a chance he gets rotated. Anyone around Rodrigo's price? Not particularly. This is why I want to know how much money you've got in the bank. Salah triple captain. Again, the form's not there. I don't think anyone is good enough to triple captain this week. I really don't. 0 in the bank. That's really tough then. No one with a double game week that you go with, unless you go Di Cordoba Reed, but that's all pretty slim picking. So Rodrigo's probably the best there is, but it's a pretty dreadful looking selection. Already taken a -4. Well, it depends if you're playing Taylor or Loughton or who you'd play instead. If you think that person has a chance of scoring anything over 2, then it's not worth it. Burnley double clean sheet is unlikely this game week, so I probably wouldn't do it. Any chance of Leeds? About 1% chance of it being back on. Any chance of Leeds Southampton doublet? Yeah, about 1% chance. Who to captain between Salah and Vardy or even Antonio? I'd probably go Salah. There'll be more double game weeks, but the next double game weeks don't look as ideal as they are now. Yeah, but that risk of KDB being rotated is too much for me. Too much. City defender necessary, absolutely. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be going in without one of those. Yeah. Will Reece James play both games? So have I decided on a captaincy? It's currently on De Bruyne. I probably won't move it. I think the ownership of De Bruyne is going to be much higher, which is why I'm going with him. Slight defensive pick. It's tough, but I'm just not sure he can afford to rotate KDB when Liverpool and especially United are playing so well at the moment. So I'm sticking on. I'm sticking on De Bruyne. Never works to move things at the last minute. Vardy and Soucek or Antonio and Rashford. Option 2. Kane or Son in playing 11. You don't want to be benching one of them. That I don't feel like a good idea. But if you had to play one, I always back Kane. Son is a good value pick, but I ever have to pick one for a single game week, it will be Kane. Who's triple captain, KDB or Salah? If you're triple captaining, it has to be Salah. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I'd pick Salah triple captain over De Bruyne. Will Cancelo outscore Bamford by 4 points this game week? Probably not. It's probably, is it worth a -4 is effectively what you're saying. I probably wouldn't take that risk. Why do I think Villa will be an easy game? Because chances are they're only returning to training today or tomorrow. They haven't had a long time to train. We don't know if their team's going to be fully fit. So Watkins or Antonio to bring in this week, Antonio. Yes, Chelsea to win today. We need the points. We really do. Leno and DCL to Mendy and Wilson for -4. Mendy, I wouldn't go Mendy in goal. Not particularly fussed by him. Although our fixtures, Chelsea's fixtures are coming up, are quite nice. So Diaz must need a place. Awesome stat, man. What was the stat? But yeah. Will Reece play this week? I reckon he'll play one of the two. Should you triple captain KDB? As I said, no. So let me find the tweet. I knew someone had just retweeted it, so that's why. So this is, let me give it a lot asking if you should triple captain or not. So this is basically anyone thinking about triple captaining a player. This is why I'm not for the 3 players. Salah, poor FPL form, not returning points, and Liverpool looked below par. They have had a big rest. He is my number 1 for triple captaincy. Bruno could get suspended and miss Fulham. It's almost impossible for me to go near captaincy, especially a triple captain on Bruno. And KDB, there's a chance he gets a rest after Pep says, and he looked knackered. There is also the chance that the Villa game gets called off, which is why I wouldn't want to put triple captaincy on De Bruyne. But yeah. Villa games to go ahead. From what we know, they are to go ahead from the City game on Wednesday. But that's all we know. We haven't seen or heard anything from them in terms of them going back to training yet. Is Tierney fit to play? Probably unlikely. Cancelo, captain punt, or Salah stay safe? I just go Salah. Pep said that he was knackered. That's why he didn't take the penalty. But they've had a bit of a rest. Morning, Alex. In my Elite FPL Cup group. Good luck. I have Marty, who's on his bench boost, and I'm not playing a chip, so a bit unfair this week, but we'll bounce back. Salah or Gundogan triple captain? You're not triple captaining Gundogan, are you? I am 22 for those asking. Why do I think Tierney is fit to play? We don't know that. Be glad when deadline passes. Can't take the stress. Yeah, then we could start looking at our next team. Although the deadline is a week and a half away. We'll take Watkins in the double game week. We don't know. I can't tell you if Watkins is going to play or not. If you own him, start him, but don't buy him. Are you mad for wanting to triple captain Cresswell? Yes, you are. Bench boost or triple captain? It depends what your bench looks like. Depends if it's worth bench boosting, and it depends who you triple captain. I'd probably, if you have both very strong, then I'd play your bench boost this week. If your bench is strong enough, bench boost takes precedent over triple captain. Bruno, Vardy, Mane, Sterling, captain. Vardy for me in that. Or Mane. Yeah, probably Vardy. Probably Vardy out of those 4. The MRI scan went well, and I doubt rested because of genuine injury. We'll see. Will you play Dallas, Loughton, or KDB? It wouldn't be KWP. It'd be Dallas, I think. Who did Burnley even play in their second game? West Ham away. Oh, it's big teams, isn't it? Yeah, Liverpool away. Yeah, Dallas. You and Bacon on a -8 bench boost, a level playing field. Ooh. Rashford as captain. Yeah, he's a nice captain. I think there's better options that I'd rather pick, but I can see why people would back Rashford. Over 2 games, you'd expect him to get a return, especially 2 away games. Kufal and Chilwell or James and Cresswell? Kufal and Chilwell, we don't know. James is going to play. Lookman to Soucek for a -4. You already have Bowen. No, I probably wouldn't do that. I mean, there's a chance that it goes well. Soucek gets a goal, but on the basis of it, I wouldn't probably do that. Do Holding, Son, Kane to Chilwell, Salah and Antonio for -8. Holding, Son, Kane to Chilwell, Salah and Antonio. Yeah. Say Son and Kane out. I just hate. For this game week it works, but long term it doesn't. I'm not playing any chips. Nothing. Boring. Let me zoom out again for you all, so you can see my bench. But yeah, no bench boost. Nothing. Got Saka first bench. Brewster, who looked quite lively. But yeah. Oh yeah, for anyone who is new here, there's a subscriber only league. The code is on the top of the screen. The code is there, T1XM16. I will put it in the chat now. It's for subscribers only. It's for subscribers only, so make sure to subscribe and go and join that league. Each month, the winner of each month, it restarts every month. The winner gets a £5 voucher. So make sure to go and join. But you have to be subscribed to do it. As Abd Elram Etraf has just done, appreciate subscribing. We have 7 minutes to the deadline, guys. Make sure you are liking and subscribing before that deadline. We have just hit 2,351 subscribers. I remember not too long ago we were hoping to hit 1,000 before Christmas, so appreciate it so much. If Leeds play 2 games, should you sub Luke Ayling for Son or Kane? I don't think they're going to play 2 games, so I'd keep Luke Ayling on the bench. Has Antonio looked good? Yeah, he's looked pretty bullish, back to his old self, so yeah. Adam FPL morning. Would you get Stones in for Dallas at the expense of benching Bamford? No. Justin or Bamford start this week. Justin. Attack and threat is really good from Justin. Zaha and Sterling or Rashford and Soucek? Zaha and Sterling or Rashford and Soucek? Rashford and Soucek. Should you start Bamford or Che Adams? Bamford, definitely. I was thinking Johnson. Min 6, Wolves and West Ham with save points, excluding clean sheets. Dallas may overturn Brighton. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't expect you to get very much from Che Adams. Come off the radar a little bit. Will not having Salah hurt this game week? Yeah, maybe. But Harry, Villa is Manchester's second opponent, so why do I think? So by then I think they will be fully fit, but they won't. They're training from today. They won't have had the same intense training that the other teams have had. Stressing between El Ghazi and Soucek. Any thoughts? Soucek, definitely. Soucek. No chips as well. Good. Glad it's not just me. But yeah, go and join the league. Make sure to, if you guys are heading off to go and check your teams before the deadline, make sure to subscribe before you go and like the video as well before you head off. Would be really appreciated if you guys want to go and do that before jumping off. Good luck in your game weeks, anyone jumping off, but we're going to stick around for a little bit longer. Villa players aren't awful, no. But nor are Burnley's. And nor are United. So just that if I try bench boost in 26, I'll not be able to put a decent team out for 28. It depends if you've got your wild card left. Or your free hit left, Marco. Think about your chip strategy as well. I'm pretty locked in. It's not 100%. I've got 4 minutes to potentially change my mind. But yeah. Would you bench Bamford for Curtis Jones? No, I would not. Jeez. Do you think it's worth getting Wilson in for Adams or Rodrigo? Or just keep both and don't get Wilson? Appreciate any thoughts. Do I think it's worth getting Wilson in for Adams or Rodrigo? I'd get Wilson for Adams. Would you do Cresswell and Cancelo in for Target and Kilman for a -8? Yeah, I probably would do that because Kilman's unlikely to play. Salah will get at least 1 goal over those 2 fixtures, surely. You'd help. My final rank last season, 125k. Not particularly pleased with it. It tends to be good, bad. Don't ask me what happened here. Can we ignore this one? It was a season, Salah's first season in the Prem, and I just was stubborn all season that Mane would eventually bounce back and be a better option than him, and it cost me. It ruined my season. But these are the two that we remember. Last season was tough, but we'll see what happens this year. Final questions, guys. 3 minutes to the deadline. Do I want to move my captain? Do I want to move my captaincy? Do I want to do it? Do I want to move my captaincy? I'm going to put a little tweet out. I'm getting captaincy nerves. Keep KDB. Right, put in the comments KDB or Salah. Let's see what you guys are thinking. KDB or Salah for captaincy. Go with my gut. My gut is churned right now. I cannot decide which to go with. Cannot decide at all. KDB, Salah, KDB, Salah. KDB, 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 KDB. KDB, Salah. Kufal. I think I'm going to stick with this. KDB, KDB, Salah. It's favoured KDB. Son to KDB I'd probably do if it's for free, yeah. KDB, Salah, former blue. So Salah, Kufal, everyone's going to captain KB. Flip a coin. KDB it says. So we'll stick with it as it is. We'll stick with KDB. Right, guys, it's 1 minute to the deadline. Follow the coin. Do I need sound effects with it? There you go. Right, guys, I'm sure it is deadline just about to pass. You get to watch me refresh it 50 times before they actually update the game, like we did. Was it last week or the week before? But if you've enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. But most importantly, turn on notifications because there'll be videos this week. There'll probably be a stream next Friday, and then a deadline one as well. But yes, the game, wow, it was on time this week. But appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Turn on notifications before you head off. I'm going to stick around, look at a bit of stats and stuff like that. Please feel free to stay with me. You might learn something. We might find something. I'm going to look at the fixture tickers and this sorts of stuff for the upcoming game week. So feel free to stick around. We're going to do a bit of analysis of players we should look to target next week onwards. So if we have a look, we're going to have a look at the fixture ticker for Gameweek 20 to 24, so the next 5 game weeks. Tends to be how far in advance that I look. Good morning, Simply FPL. How are you doing? How was your stream, by the way? How'd the views go? Let me know. Who ranks top? So from an attacking point of view, Everton first. So now that we've all sold DCL, he's now back on top of the pile. Interesting. Palace, glad that I own Mitchell. Newcastle, those who brought in Callum Wilson could do well over the next few. Man U, yeah. Who do we see down the bottom? Liverpool. Interesting. It might be time to sell Robertson looking at those fixtures. Do I go Robertson to a double City defender? Quiet one. Yeah, quiet one a bit this morning. Yeah, Liverpool. Might be time for me to sell my Liverpool defender. Spurs, it's not particularly great for the Spurs guys, but Brighton in there and West Brom in there. Plus, if they perform in one of these two, then Thank you for coming in, guys. Keep Double City defence after this week. Yeah, I would. If you look at their next 3 especially, they're very good. So I'd at least keep them for that. Was triple captaining Salah a good option? Not a bad option at all. Not a bad option. Don't doubt yourself. Just go with it. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I didn't realise they were quite so low down. It might be Robertson's time. Might be the end of Robertson's time, but we'll see who I look to bring in. We'll have a look at that. You expecting big things from Kane? Yeah. Thing is, Brighton's a good fixture. West Brom's a good fixture. And then all it takes is one of these, a return in one of these two, and it's still a good run for them. So your boys are up there. Robertson to Chilwell. I've already got Chilwell. I still got Chilwell because I knew these fixtures were coming. So I still own Chilwell. Can Dean cover Everton games for me since I sold DCL? Yeah. Ooh, that's interesting. How do they do longer term as well? Where do they go? They drop off a little bit. So up to Gameweek 24, it's nice. But then afterwards, the next 5 are nice for Dean. Could be an interesting one. Got a few assists so far this season, so worth bringing in Ziyech. I still think we've got too many wingers to know which are going to start every week, so no. Ooh. Yeah, so in terms of who I'm bringing in, who did you guys captain in the end? Let me know in the comments, who did you decide to captain in the end of it all? But yeah, he came back and immediately got an assist, Dean. This is quite tempting. Leicester's not that easy. Leeds isn't easy, especially Leeds away for a clean sheet. I've got it on attack, that's why. Yeah, I bet Everton go shooting down the rankings. Yeah, they dropped to 4th. Palace first, Chelsea second, United third from a defensive point of view. So, who did we all captain? KDB, Salah, Cancelo, Salah, Cresswell, Trent. What's happened? Captain KDB, Vice Captain Soucek, Antonio captain. Why does I don't know. I think last week there were so many free hits, which is why it took so long to update. It might be the same this week because of like bench boost, but I don't think that. I think it was the amount of free hits that were played last week made it take longer because they've got to reset everyone's teams back to what they were. So yeah. But yeah, bench boosting with 13 double game week, no hit taken. That's nice, Dylan. Nice, well played. You know, Jules Breach was playing on Chimkan Zutek. I don't think it's a good move. It's like, I know what he's capable of, and I know he could go and get 10, 15 points. I do have Instagram, FPL tips with an underscore after it, with a Z, not an S, as everything of mine is. Will Martinez and Grealish play? I mean, you can't make any transfers past the deadline. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up there. If you are, of course, the usual stuff, go and please check me out on Twitter. My DMs are always open. Go and check me out over there. If you don't follow me, link in the description. Just before you head off, please hit that like button. We are 12 likes away from hitting 100 likes. So if you could go and do that, it would be much appreciated. Yeah, it'd be much appreciated if you go and just hit that like button. 10 likes away from hitting all those nice merry 100s. So, but yeah, subscribe as well, and I will see you all. Next time. Appreciate it. Smash my bench boost. Neko Williams. Fair enough. But cheers, guys. Subscribe if you are new. We have just hit 2,350. Thank you all, and I will see you all next week. Bye.